Hey, are you trying to figure out what languages are going to be in demand in 2021? Well, let's talk about it. Hey, I'm DThompsonDev, I'm Danny Thompson, and today we're going to talk about the 7 programming languages of 2021. If you haven't picked a programming language yet, or if you're trying to figure out what's going to be like in demand or on the rise, this is the exact video that you need to be looking at. Like, I don't necessarily say like, oh, this is better than that one, vice versa. I just think that these are the 7 languages that you need to be paying attention to in 2021. Instead of starting the list at the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and share number 1 right now. It's Python. I know you're gonna skip ahead in the video, look for it. Spoiler, it's Python. Oh, he said exactly what he was supposed to say. All right, I see you, man. All right, you be all right. Oh, okay. He said the right thing. I know there's a lot of Python fanboys and fangirls out there, and if you're looking at it from certain perspectives, it is a phenomenal language with tons of opportunity that's not going to disappear. It's not just in the realm of development, but you have data science to include in there. You've got many major tech companies that use Python on the regular. It is not going to disappear anytime soon. Plenty of job opportunities. As of recording this video, the average salary in the United States is $116,000 a year. So there's plenty of opportunity and plenty of money to make in it. Highly recommend learning Python. You can't go wrong there. Hey, go ahead and drop a like on this video. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Which is number 7 that I think everyone needs to pay attention to, and that's Golang. Now, it should be higher up on the list, but I think there are certain things that kind of holding that back, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I do think Golang is phenomenal. I'm learning Golang right now myself. There's a ton of opportunity in Golang. It's extremely fast. The world of microservices is growing more and more. You can't go wrong with Golang. And of course, it's backed by Google, so you know they're going to be using that and they're going to be pushing it in a hard way. But I think Golang has a lot more that is going to be showing pretty soon. And I think in the realm of enterprise level companies, they're going to be adopting it more and more within the next few years. So definitely keep your eyes on Golang. And if you want to learn more about microservices, highly recommend doing that. Next language we're talking about is PHP. Oh, PHP's bad. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I can't believe you use PHP. You're not a real developer. PHP developers are like, fine, don't learn it. More money for me, more job opportunities for me. In all seriousness, that was like $80, and that's a lot of money to me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick all that back up and put that back in my pocket. There are still a ton of opportunities in PHP. There are companies all over the United States still hiring for PHP developers on the regular. At the time of recording this, the average salary of a PHP software engineer is around $103,000 a year. There's a ton of work still to be in PHP. PHP is not going anywhere. WordPress is definitely a big proponent as to why PHP has a dominant share. And I feel like most people that make the memes about PHP are people that have not used PHP in years. They haven't seen the new things with it and what Laravel can do. I truly believe PHP is going to be around for a long time. And here's the other thing. Companies don't make changes very fast. And with all these companies that have established code bases and systems in PHP, and many countries have PHP as their predominant language, they're not going to be changing that anytime soon. It's not going anywhere. They're making the updates. They're keeping it current. They're introducing new features. You can't go wrong with PHP. Next language I want to talk about C# and specifically with .NET. Like, you can't go wrong with that combination. There are companies all over, enterprise level companies all over the world hiring for .NET developers. They are highly in demand right now. As of recording this video, the average salary for a .NET developer is $99,000. I will be honest, I think that's on a little bit of the lower side, but who am I to argue with the metrics? I do think you could find opportunities all over the pay range, but with that being said, it's still not bad. Like, C# is backed by Microsoft, obviously, and there are a ton of opportunities all over the world with .NET, and you really can't go wrong with that. The next language I want to talk about and slightly edges C# a little bit is Java, and the reason for that is I think Java is phenomenal. The job opportunities are incredible. As of recording this video, the average salary for a Java developer is $105,000 a year, and I can tell you there are opportunities everywhere when it comes to Java. I will say, of all the backend languages from my limited research that I did, and when I was trying to find jobs, Java had the most junior opportunities in my opinion, and there were many paths into the field with that. So definitely keep that in consideration when you're looking at things. But even when you consider places like South Asia where Java is very prevalent, Java is going to maintain its market share and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And especially when you have companies like Oracle and things like that backing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So the next language I want to talk about, and it's part of the reason why Golang is a little bit lower on this list, it's C++. I'm a big fan of C++. I love C++. I think C++ is great, widely used in the development field, whether it's in just software development, game development. The opportunities in C++ are massive. The one thing that you need to keep in consideration with C++ is you should learn C++, but don't learn it from a book, like from your library that's completely outdated and, you know, the pages are yellow. There are so many new features in C++, especially when it comes to like memory management and things like that. Like there's a ton to dive into. Learn about C++ from a book that is current, and I guarantee you, you're gonna blow your mind with everything that you're seeing that is capable of. C++ is awesome. It is number 3 on my list. I highly, highly recommend looking more into it if you haven't. All right, so number 2 on this list is JavaScript. JavaScript, you know, it's very close on a one-on-one with Python, from my opinion. If there could be 2 number 1s, it would be Python and JavaScript. They're hand in hand. I think the opportunities are plentiful. JavaScript is powerful. You're going to be using it all the time. DOM manipulation and manipulating the data and using JSON text to go ahead and pass things through. Look at over here. JSON Statham, right? JSON is kicking butt, right? JavaScript is powerful. So I definitely recommend learning that if you haven't already, or if you're starting out, I definitely think that's a phenomenal place to start. I think you're going to get a big grasp. Of course, I'm a JavaScript fan. I use JavaScript on the regular. As of recording this, the average salary of a JavaScript developer is $117,000 a year. I do think if you're learning JavaScript, you shouldn't stop at vanilla JavaScript. You need to pick up a library or a framework with it, whether it's like React, Angular, or, you know, Vue, or whatever it may be. I could talk about this stuff all day, but I really want you to check out my other videos. So check out my other videos, and I will see you on the next one.